Hey Tony, it's Saturday. Sorry I wanted to get the video out yesterday, but I got home a little later yesterday and we had some friends who were over like almost immediately after. And then one of them stayed the night, so didn't really have a chance to do it on Friday. So it's Saturday. But first off, to answer your question of the week, Tony, I didn't really care too much who was going to be the last fighter. I think like my joke one was Goku, because I think that would have been fun to have Goku in Smash, but I was going to, be happy with whoever it was, whether it be, Sora, Goku, Waluigi, whoever. Sakurai himself.
I like how that was a joke.
Yeah, I like that was a joke too. But no, I didn't really have any skin in that game there. So what I want to talk about this week was I spent a lot of time in court this week and had a really, really great resolution on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. So Monday and Thursday were just normal days when I was just in the office working all day. Tuesday I went to a town called New London. It's about an hour and a half away, give or take, and I was there all day. Unfortunately, one of my clients was late, which wasn't ideal, and it took forever. Like I got there like 9:30 that morning, so I left her apartment at like. I think I left the apartment. No, I'm sorry. I got that morning like 8:50 because I left the apartment around 7:20 because I wanted to make sure I got there in time. And I told my client, who ended up being late, I was like, "Hey, I'm going to be there around this time. You and I, let's talk about your case when I get there." Of course, he was 2 hours late, so that felt a little like upsetting, but not a big enough deal. But I mean, my cases on Tuesday went fine. Got a continuance on one for, well, not continuance, got a date on one for judicial pretrial, in which I don't know what I'm going to do with that case. The guy admitted to everything that he did, but didn't want to accept the prosecutor's plea. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll have to go from there, see what we can do. My client's hoping the judge gives him a better offer. I don't think it's going to happen, honestly, but I mean, I can't really say one way or another on that right now. But then I was also in court yesterday with a guy who was also late, also frustrating, but I got a continuance on that one because he had to go through just some classes that he started when he was in lockup, but never completed them. So I was like, all right, well, let's get a continuance, see if we can get you all scheduled for these classes later on. My client was fighting me at every regard, saying, like, why was this dismissed already? I've taken these classes 5 times. I was like, well, the bail commissioner says you haven't, and I don't have any power to say the bail commissioner is wrong. And the court doesn't have the power. Well, the judge would have the power, but the state's attorneys are not going to be asking that at all. And the judge would not grant that. So I'm like, the best we can do is give you a few extra months, get this all taken care of. That way you can get everything finished up, and we're good. It was frustrating, but it's the life of an attorney. Your clients are frustrating. That's just the matter of it. But the really good day this week was Wednesday. So my office represented someone who had been sweet young girl who was really just like young, but like she was like 18, 19 when this happened. But it was wrong place, wrong time, was with the wrong person then as well. And ended up, they were originally going to have a party with this guy. What ended up happening while they were there is like, oh, we also need to shake him down a bit to get a pair of sunglasses back. And my client was like, I'm not comfortable with that, but okay. What ended up happening in the end is 3 more people came in with ski masks, ended up robbing the guy and shooting him. And my client ended up being charged with accessory to murder. And she was looking at, not a life sentence because she had no record, but she was looking at most of her life sentence. Through a lot of work from my bosses Jason and Meredith, we were able to get that pled down from being a felony murder felony conviction to instead being just a conspiracy to commit assault, which was a misdemeanor, which is much lower, which is much better than a felony, and only came with a 12-month sentence. She'd been in lockup for 20 months, so she got out on Wednesday. And I ended up being the one who basically read our plea agreement to the court. So it was pretty cool. I felt really, really good having my client get out. Meredith sent me a picture of her walking out the prison after she finished all of like her yeah, processing. So Meredith sent me a picture of her walking out, basically just like pointing up to the sky, just like, thank you everyone, and I'm out. And it was like, on Wednesday I felt great because of it, and it made me think that I'm in the right law for me now, which is nice. First time I could have said that in a few years, so it was really good. I'll be riding that high for a little bit because that was a pretty great feeling. Well, Tony, my question for you is, I'm trying to think of a good one. When was the last time you really felt like you did something and you felt like you belonged? Tony, I'll see you on Monday. Later, bro.